Hey, welcome to this episode of our Town Hall series, sponsored by Certified PA Consulting. I'm Casey D'Amato, president of Certified PA Consulting. We have been around since 2009. For those of you who do not know us, we are the leading experts for physician assistants, for nurse practitioners, for physicians, for medical providers when it comes to PA/NP salary structures, to negotiation strategies, to understanding contract terms, helping navigate career decisions and career transitions. And now we're really excited. We're going to be offering some coaching, some financial literacy coaching, both through free programs, free webinars, free downloadable tools. And we have a more robust course now called Wealth RX that we're really excited to have available at Certified PA Consulting. We're partnering with a PA who has a lot of finance experience and has been coaching other PAs to advance their personal wealth. So I want to talk a little bit today about how do you become financially confident as a PA or an NP? And it's a hot topic. And the reason why we're so excited to be able to offer these resources at Certified PA Consulting is that everything else we talk about, whether it's negotiation or changing careers or burnout even, all of those things and all of those decisions are impacted if the PA or NP doesn't feel financially confident, meaning they're living paycheck to paycheck. They feel like they're trapped, like they don't have any options to make any choices for their career or for their life. And that's why it's so important to get a handle on your financial literacy and feel confident, what we're talking about today, feel confident about your finances so that you can make those other decisions, so that you can comfortably negotiate and you can pass on opportunities that aren't right for you. And you can make career pivots within clinical medicine or even non-clinical. And you can feel confident about those decisions without feeling scared that what if things don't work out exactly and you want to change your mind and go back, but you need the paycheck and you feel trapped and it's too scary to make a change. So we really want to empower PAs and NPs to advance their financial knowledge, not to be afraid to talk about money. It is not a taboo topic. In fact, it's really important because if you feel confident about it and how to handle it and how to manage it and how to increase it, then you can navigate all of these other decisions so much more seamlessly without as much stress or as much fear. So I want to talk about 8 points that will impact your confidence when it comes to money. Number one is setting goals. And we talk about this all the time at Certified PA Consulting, career goals. And we talk about, what do you want for your perfect job? Can you visualize it? Well, the same thing applies to money and your personal wealth. What are your goals? How much money do you want to have in the bank, in cash reserves? What do you want your lifestyle to be like? Where do you want to be living? Do you want to own a house? Are you happy renting an apartment or a condo if you could be debt free? Everybody's going to have a little bit different personal goals when it comes to their personal wealth. So the first step is to identify what are the right goals for you. What feels right for you? Are you somebody that is very debt averse and it keeps you up at night to have any debt whatsoever? Well, then you are going to be someone who's going to be aggressively paying down student loans and any credit card debt and things like that, because it is causing you too much anxiety to have other debt. Others of you are a little bit more comfortable and you're comfortable refinancing and doing things. You're okay leveraging a little bit of debt because you really want to own that first time home. And that's something that's important to you. There's no right or wrong. So the point here is to identify, number one, what is your primary goal? Meaning, do you want to be debt free? Do you want to own your home? How much cash reserve do you want in the bank, in your emergency fund? Because every other decision and every act that you're going to take to gain confidence around money is connected to that goal, right? So number one is identify your goal. Number two, it's about the discipline. Once you know what your goal is, you can reverse engineer it. Just like I talk about in business, just like we talk about with navigating your career decisions. Once you know where you want to be, you can reverse engineer how to get there. So if you're somebody who's very debt averse, then you'll be creating a plan, obviously, to be aggressive paying off your debts. And if you're somebody who has a goal for the white picket fence and you just are jonesing for that first home, then that's going to be your primary goal. And maybe refining any debts that you might have to a lower interest rate might be the best plan for you. So the discipline after the goal setting, the discipline is the second one, is taking action steps towards that goal and being intentional about it so that you are staying on course to reach that goal that you set for yourself in the time period that you set for yourself. And that brings me to number 3, which is if you do have student loans, being very intentional on what your plan is and what you're comfortable with related to those student loans. Do you want to rapidly pay them off, which means all of your money is going to go there? That means limiting any extracurricular activities, any major purchases. You're going to keep your lifestyle as simple as you possibly can so that you can pay those student loans off as soon as possible. Probably have a little bit of sacrifice, for a few years to be able to do that sooner than later. It's possible. It's very possible, but it requires discipline. Or the alternative with student loans is to investigate interest rates, refinance, consolidate, try and find the lowest rate you possibly can, and then still look at that payoff plan and see when it will be paid off. How much are you going to be paying in interest? And are you comfortable with that? Knowing that you will then be using some of your other money to then save up for that first time home or whatever it is. So the number 3 point is if you do have student loans, being intentional about your payoff plan and what is right for you. So reminder, number 1 is goals. Number 2 is discipline, the actions to reach that goal. Number 3 is if you have student loans, a very specific plan for you and your goals related to your student loans. That brings me to number 4, one of my favorites, which is increase your active income. How do you do this? Well, this can come from negotiation strategies. We have a whole plethora of videos around negotiation strategies and free tools on our website at Certified PA Consulting. We have free PDF downloads you can download and checklists and things like that to become an expert negotiator. We have an entire course, Master the Boss Mindset, that teaches you how to become an expert negotiator. So you can check out those resources. If increasing your active income is something you haven't addressed, negotiating your salary is going to be one of the first steps. Then, secondly, there's all sorts of other investments that you can make that will be working for you, or you can start some side hustles, or you can start doing additional things within your medical facility, additional roles, jobs, responsibilities, and negotiate your active income that way. So you sort of promote up the ladder, if you will, by taking on more responsibilities where you're currently working. So increasing active income is really critical to feeling confident around money, so that you know that you can generate more money. You have the capability to generate more money if and when you want to. It's very doable. Lots of us do it. It's just about being intentional, putting a plan in place to create a new revenue stream, a new active income stream. Active income means you're doing something and you're getting paid for it, right? So then that brings us to the next point, which I've already touched on a couple of times, which is interest rates. So interest rates are really, really, really important. So lots of people know I dabble in real estate. So, I've got lots of different mortgages and things on different types of properties, and they obviously have an interest rate. So I'm paying money to borrow that money to purchase that property, right? So there's an interest rate there. Now there's student loan interest rates. So we're paying money on that money. But then there's interest rates on money that you're investing. So you want to be, as to the best of your ability, trying to invest in vehicles that will be generating a higher interest rate than the interest you're paying on the debt money. If that makes sense. So I'll repeat that again, and I'll give you an example. So for example, if you have $100,000 of student loan and you're paying 8% interest on that, so it's costing you 8% of that $100,000 to have borrowed, that have access to that money. Well, if you have $100,000 that you can invest in cash, you want to invest that and try to, if you can, beat that interest rate so that the money that you're investing is making money faster than the money that you're borrowed against to leverage against. Hopefully you've leveraged that for something that can make you money, like real estate or like your education, because those are things that you invest in that then make you money. Hopefully you don't have a lot of debt on credit cards from shopping sprees and vacations and things like that, because those kind of things do not make you money. So hopefully if you do have debt, it is student loan debt, or it is related to mortgage or something else, a business loan or something that you're doing that can make you money. Hopefully you don't have other debt. If you do, you want to really work hard to consolidate that and try and get those interest rates as low as possible. Shop around. You can trade that debt around and consolidate in something that has the lowest interest rate. Okay, then that brings me to point number 7, which is diversify your investments. And this is a really big one to help you gain confidence around money. So diversification can mean anything from having your savings account, your emergency fund, but also investing in a variety of wealth building tools. So this can be 401ks. This can be IRAs. This can be things called index funds. They're very popular ways that people can invest money that are pretty safe, and relatively predictable. So 401ks, IRAs, index funds, these are some of the most common tools that people use for investment vehicles. You don't need a lot of money. You can put a small amount of money in there and you could work with a certified financial planner. And some of these things you can even figure out on your own. Investing in individual stocks, probably not the best plan unless your brother or your sister or somebody is a stockbroker and is very, very, very experienced and educated. Otherwise, investing in individual stocks is very high risk for those of us that just don't do it for profession, invest in stocks. So much more commonly is going to be 401ks, IRAs, index funds, and there's different pros and cons and benefits and tax benefits and things to all of those different investment vehicles. Talk to your CPA, talk to your certified financial planner about those things. Check out our resources. We've got lots of tools, free tools that will help explain what these things are, so that when you meet with somebody, you're educated and you know even what these things mean. Of course, real estate is a more advanced type of investment strategy, and real estate can create what we call passive income, where there's rental income coming in. You might still have a mortgage and things like that, but over time, the property will appreciate, the rents will go up as it's getting paid down. This is more advanced, meaning that most of the time, you'll need a little bit more cash on hand. You definitely want to have some cash reserves in case that property needs maintenance. And there's even more advanced where you can work with a team of investors and pool resources and invest together, which is a very popular option for some people as well. But when you're starting out, probably not best to focus on real estate because it's higher risk at the beginning. Even though I love real estate, I own a bunch of real estate, I think it's a fantastic investment tool to build your confidence. But if you're very, very, very first starting out, I definitely had my IRA way before I dabbled in investment real estate investing, probably a decade before, investing in index funds and things like that. Significantly before I did investment real estate investing. So that seems like I repeated myself there, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. And the last point is business. And even if you're working full-time in clinic, we always, we recommend to people that have been working in clinic for a period of time and they're hitting a little bit of a plateau in clinic to think about a side hustle. Think about something that you can do, a passion project or a hobby that you can monetize in a small way. And this might not be something that is going to replace your clinical income. It might, but it might not. It might be something that you're doing that you love to do. It's enjoyable for you. And you make a little bit of money on the side. Maybe this is teaching. Maybe this is coaching a sport in your community. Maybe this is, baked goods at the local farmers market. Maybe this is doing something in digital marketing or coaching, health coaching. Maybe this is, the sky's the limit. There's so many different things that you can do. Maybe it's network marketing. And there's so many things you can do. May make you a few $1,000s a year, maybe even $10,000 a year or more. But that income can then go straight into your investment vehicles. Those other things that we just mentioned, the things that you invest into that then have a way to make more money, whether they're making interest money or if it's something like real estate, it's appreciating. So those are 8 ways that you can gain confidence about money, about finances as a PA or NPA. We cannot encourage this enough because it really helps you. If you can get comfortable with money and comfortable financially, you will feel so much more confident in your negotiations. When you're interviewing for your jobs, you will interview the other party and really wait to find the right one for you. You won't feel desperate or trapped, or that you just have to take that first offer, or you're stuck someplace longer than you want to be, because you'll have that freedom. that financial freedom. Now, it doesn't mean that you won the lottery and you're sitting on $10 million, but if you have 6 months of savings, 6 months of savings or more, you're going to be able to take a breath and you're going to be able to make decisions for your life that are not just related on feeling trapped by the weekly or bi-weekly paycheck that you just need to come in every 2 weeks in order to pay your bills. So I wanted to get this video out here because it's so important. We have an entire free webinar series, 5 free webinars, everything from optimizing your student loan payoff to how to become a millionaire as a PA NP, mistakes that common PAs and NPs make when it comes to money. We've got 5 free webinars coming up. You can register at Certified PA Consulting, and we have a brand new course hosted by Wilson Lang at Finance Hospital. We're collaborating with this, and it is an amazing course. It's 6 weeks long, and I highly recommend it. So take advantage of the free webinar series. And at the end of that, if you want more deep dive personally with some group coaching and personal coaching, register for and sign up for Wealth RX. That is a paid program. It's a deep dive paid program. But you don't have to do that if you don't need it. Definitely take advantage of the free webinar series. Go sign up for that. There'll be links here that you can click, as well as on our website at Certified PA Consulting. So check the links here, and you can register, as well as go to our website any time of the year, whether we're offering the course at that time or we have a wait list. Make sure that you sign up for the wait list, because we'll be offering it at least a couple of times a year. So make sure you get on that wait list so that you're notified every time we are offering this course, and you could take advantage of the free webinars as well as the course if you want to once and for all get confident financially and get a handle on your money, on your debt, on how to make more money and invest money in a smart way. I hope this video was helpful for you. Feel free to reach out to us anytime at Certified PA Consulting. We are at CPAC Team on Instagram, or you can go to our website, certifiedpaconsulting.com, and go to the Contact Us button. We have FAQs there. You can ask any question there. Check out the wealth building resources that are brand new, and we are so excited to be launching them this year in partnership with Finance Hospital and with Wilson. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next time.